What's up, Cancer? This is going to be your bi-weekly love check-in. This is for my Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, and for the cross watchers. If you guys enjoy this video, do give me a like, throw me a comment, share. It helps out the channel. If you are new here on this channel, we combine channeling and tarot with universal law of assumption, mindset, manifesting consciousness to look into your situation with a specific person and help you to refocus and shift it should you wish to. So if that is something that you like, then stick with me. I also do that in my private sessions, so all the info for that is in the description box. If you're looking for a more traditional or a tarot reader or a psychic, plenty of other channels on this platform, or if you want a private session like that, I have put links to my affiliates Mystic Sense and Spiritual Blossom in the description box. Mystic Sense will give you your first 5 minutes reading free. Spiritual Blossom will give you a bonus $10 when you deposit $20. And so now we're going to do Cancer, the person on your mind. How do they feel about you? How do you feel about them? And a projected potential. I say projected potential because universal law of assumption, my tarot readings are check-in points into one version of you and your specific person that you, Cancer, have selected or manifested out of the infinite that are available right now in this very given moment. Creation is finished. Everything exists all at once. Everyone is you pushed out. You can have any version of a person or anyone really that you desire. If you would like to manifest this differently, it just requires a shift in your state of consciousness, state of being, the version of Cancer that you're being, and a reselection of your dominant thoughts and assumptions pushed out. Okay, circumstances, conditions, etc., they don't matter. So you can check out also a course that I have just launched that takes you through all of the fundamentals of manifesting. What is it? Conscious and deliberate manifesting, and also manifesting preferable version of SP. So how that would apply, I take you through the embodiment, practical application, all of it. Okay, the link is in the bio. All right, Cancer, the person on your mind, Page of Pentacles. Looks like they want to make a gesture. There's a Hierophant card, so there seems to be a focus on marriage and long-term commitments, traditional values. So that could be a factor, and Judgment card would be like a revival kind of an energy or a decision in that department, maybe about the future vision. Okay, so let's just take a look, Cancer. Okay, Two of Swords, definitely a decision if it's been indecisive. Two of Swords is decisions. Judgment card had to come out, okay? So a decision needs to be made. Also maybe revival, okay? And Nine of Cups is in the reverse. So there could have been some issues around, is this just fun and games and pleasure? Maybe not so much Hierophant card commitment, but there's some kind of a decision. We have Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. We have Eight of Pentacles in reverse, Ace of Cups. So look, there is definitely emotion here, Cancer. It's been a little stuck. I'll get one more on the Judgment card. I mean, Eight of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, stagnancy and a feeling like effort's not really being put into the foundation that's been built. Okay, and so there's maybe was a hope that this is going to go further, and suddenly it's like feeling a bit stuck, and I'll get a bit more on why. But we've got Judgment card. Yeah, Knight of Wands, is this just fun and pleasure? It's in the reverse, so it could go a bit stop-start. It could be, and this doesn't have to be for everyone, guys. I say that in all my readings. If it's not your reading, it's not your reading. And if it is your reading, I can show you how to shift it, okay? It's just a manifestation in the moment, okay? Knight of Wands in the reverse, so it feels like it's been a bit hot and cold, stop-start, in, out, indecisive, pleasure and fun. Could feel a little bit like, is this just pleasure and fun? But then there's a wanting to revive. Ace of Cups, there is emotion. Let me see what this Knight of Wands in the reverse is. High Priestess card. Could go through periods of silence. For some of you, there's an element of like mystery here. It's like, where is this going? An intuitive bond for sure. King of Cups is in the reverse, Cancer. Sometimes doubting whether the emotion is there. So definitely a feeling like, okay, and that could be the issue. It could be like doubting the love a little bit between the two of you. King of Cups in the reverse. Maybe this person, you know, Ace of Cups wants to actually have a new start, which is more loving. Nine of Cups in reverse can be a little bit self-centered or self-indulgent. So attraction and chemistry, but not so much investing tangibly into the connection, and that could have caused some issues. I mean, we've got King of Wands as well. So definitely attraction and chemistry, Cancer. This person seems to feel action forward, maybe wanting to take some kind of action towards you. If you're in silence, that would be, I guess, like breaking the silence or breaking through this stagnancy. I mean, just in the overall, this stuff around the Seven of Pentacles, the Eight of Pentacles, it's something to do with just like maybe you were invested in one another and it was heading one way in the recent perceived past, and then it went out again. Okay, it's got something to do with maybe like, yeah, a decision needing to be made, and maybe it not being clear. We've got the World card, there's that Page of Pentacles. Now for some of you it could be that distance is a factor with the World card, and that's why it kind of goes in and out. And then there's questions, I stick to what I channeled at the beginning, the Hierophant card, around like, can this turn into something solid or committed? You know, so that's cycles as well. So there's a wanting to come in with a gesture and have a new start, and it's Knight of Pentacles. Seems to be something that's taking a while. Knight of Pentacles is a slow and steady kind of a mover. You know, so maybe that's been causing frustration. A Knight of Pentacles is a serious energy, and that Hierophant card, it's like someone that is looking for stability. But then there's a Five of Pentacles. It just goes in and out, Cancer. Five of Pentacles is a bit of a cold energy. I mean, one more, and why we have a Two of Swords. I just want to get to the bottom of it. Five of Swords, disagreements on the way forward, clashing, wanting to get past that. Let's see, around the future vision. Ten of Cups, it's in the reverse. So disagreements on the future. Is this just fun and games? Nine of Cups. I mean, Nine of Cups in the upright's wish fulfillment. Nine of Cups in the reverse is like, are you kind of playing with me? That could be a bit of an energy. Ten of Cups in the reverse is like, can this even lead to the wish fulfillment? Now, I'm not trying to give you a negative read, guys. It's just an energy and a dynamic. And I told you already, everything exists now, every possibility. So you can shift this in a moment. We've got King of Pentacles. Some of you, a small portion, are dealing with a person who's stuck and can't move forward. You might be dealing with, and don't take it if it's not your story, something that involves secrecy or passion outside of some other commitment. Okay, and there's a need to close that out, and then that has caused tension and conflict. That is your story, Cancer. It's very shiftable because every version of you, it's a reality, and all the characters in the show. So if you feel like it's hard for this person to make a decision, or there's third party issues, you just fucking manifest them away. But we have a King of Pentacles here. If it's just disagreements about like committing to the situation, you know, Cancer, if you want commitment, you would just say they're so committed to me. If the distance is a factor, you would just be like, I mean, guys, seriously, every possibility. We live together now, or you just don't make it an issue. We have the most perfect relationship. We're committed. They're in love with me, and all the pieces move naturally in accordance with that. Let's see. I'm going to get oracles, obviously, to clarify some of this stuff. Okay, Ace of Cups. There's a wound. There's a wound here, Nine of Wands, and a bit of a block, okay, around this disagreement about the future, a sense of mystery. One more on that King of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles. I mean, for some of you, it's just stresses and indecision. Someone like saying that they're not really quite ready for the Ten of Pentacles, you know, which is house and homes, to, you know, commitment. And that's caused like a turning off of the love, Cancer. And Chariot card, and it's kind of stopped moving in the right direction. That's you, Cancer. Some of you, again, because of distance. Others of you, it is maybe because of family responsibility, a commitment outside, because this can be about decisions, right? And so that's caused a disagreement or a stress. Let me have a look at you, Cancer, because it's way more important. I mean, one more on that Page of Pentacles, the offer, Seven of Wands, and then there's an Eight of Wands. So communication, Cancer, and like a gesture, but there's this kind of like persist or don't persist. It's a little bit of a mystery, and Seven of Wands is a little bit of defensive energy. So there could be disagreements between the two of you. Like I said, it could go in and out, hot, cold, that kind of a thing. I don't like to hold someone dominantly or your situation is hot and cold, stuck. All these things, guys, are your one version of reality that can shift if you put all these conditions on things, or you hold someone dominantly in the assumption that they are indecisive, hot and cold, blah, blah, blah. That's the dynamic that you keep reselecting, and it's reflected, okay? It's a projection. It will get confirmed. If you want the opposite, you need to detach from this, refocus, choose new dominant thoughts and assumptions, hold them dominantly in this is what they want, this is how they think, because you're not changing them, you're changing concept of self and concept of them, okay? So that's how it works. We do have communication. There's a little bit of this stress and anxiety, 10 of Cups. I mean, some of you, this person feels stuck. They may be in another situation that's not fulfilling. There could be children in the mix, but 10 of Cups is like the breakdown of, you know, the happily ever after. And this could be, have been to date, passion and fun. If that is your case, Cancer, and you want this person to, you want all this not to be an issue, don't make it an issue. Don't focus on third parties and all this stuff. Just be like, no, we're together. We're madly in love. And all the other stuff is going to take care of itself, really. But the Chariot card in the reverse, so it's like it's kind of stopped moving, but they want a revival. They want some kind of a decision or to make a decision. There is communication. Okay, so if you're waiting for someone to decide, just say, no, they've decided. Go to your end in the now, as everything exists right now. Think as if, embody as if. That's how it is. That's, you know, shifting states, which we can do very fast, no matter what the circumstances, conditions, etc. Okay, Cancer, so what do you feel about this person? We've got a Knight of Cups in the reverse. High Priestess again. Was in the reverse though, so it seems you want to break the silence with this person if there is, and it seems that they want to talk to you. The Eight of Wands, by the way, again is about air travel, so that might be a potential factor. How do you feel about them, Cancer? Eight of Cups. Some of you feel like this person has disconnected or tends to turn their back on you. Others of you, you might be aware that something needs to be left behind in order to move forward. There's that Eight of Cups again. Okay, King of Pentacles in the reverse. So there's questions around loyalty and commitment, guys, or ability to commit. So Cancer, again, you get to choose your reality. I don't care for the people that think this is fantastical or whatever. We are talking about law of assumption. It is universal law. What do you believe and assume to be true about you? Are you a version of Cancer that has what you want in the now and sticks to that with whatever method you want to do to remind you that truth and deny or detach from what it appears? You can read Neville Goddard, guys, or any other coach will tell you. Or are you going to focus on all of the conditions, circumstances, and the 3D in this moment that seem like an obstacle or a block? You would just need to be like, we're together, full stop, stick to it. There's issues here. Look, you both have King of Wands, attraction. There's issues here, Six of Pentacles, yeah. Seven of Swords, there's something here to do with either avoidance when it comes to making a decision around the situation, or some of you are dealing with a situation that involves a sneaky kind of thing because of the reasons that I said. There might be other energies around, like Six of Pentacles could be about supporting outside of the connection. Again, don't take anything if it's not yours. It also shouldn't trigger you if you feel like that's the case. If you want them, you can manifest it away. You just need to stop with fixating on it. It's non-committal. Ace of Pentacles is in the reverse. Okay, and then we have Seven of Cups is in the reverse, Page of Wands. You might feel like this is a flirtation, but there's mixed energy here. Some of you feel like, yes, there's other cups in the mix, and so therefore it's non-committal. There's questions around reciprocity, like I said, attraction, etc. I mean, let me see what the Seven of Swords really is. Okay, Four of Wands, it's like non-committal. You know, Four of Wands is about house and home and marriage, etc. That's not looking in this check-in, guys. Like, that's what it is. You understand where I'm going with this? Yeah, Nine of Pentacles. Someone may not be single and available. Nine of Pentacles is in the reverse, guys. Okay, so that's the reading on it. Three of Swords is in the reverse. So that's caused hurt feelings between the two of you, or might continue in this one reality or appear, because that's cycles, guys, that it doesn't change. It's because you're keeping awareness on these conditions. Cancer, if you're in something and you want someone else, you can easily also, I'm not judging anyone, it's your reality. You can affirm a certain way about a person and see yourself as being with that person, a certain dynamic, how you want it. But there's hurt feelings. Three of Swords, you want to come out of hurt feelings. What's this Page of Wands? Four of Pentacles, insecurities around it. There could be some jealousy issues going on, especially if there are other parties in the mix. And it's somewhere between hold on or let go. How do you feel about them, Cancer? There's that High Priestess in the reverse. And then you've got that Hierophant card came out on your end. Okay, so there is, and then Two of Pentacles and Queen of Wands. And then Eight of Wands. I have to take them all, guys. Eight of Wands, Eight of Wands. So there is wanting communication between the two of you. There's a little bit of this juggling and back and forth. For some of you, it's just juggling back and forth about being able to commit to this for the reasons that I've already explained. Someone not being totally available. Someone feeling, you know, indecisive about it. Needing to maybe break away from something else. A High Priestess in the reverse is about breaking the silence, but it could also be about secrets and mystery, guys. Again, this is specific, so, but you can apply my advice for anything, guys. Like I take you through in the course, it literally, and it doesn't just apply in love, it applies with everything. The Seven of Cups in the reverse, so yeah, something to do with choices, mixed feelings. Maybe, you know, financial issues are at play, particularly, like I said, Six of Pentacles, if there's like an outside energy where support is required, like house and home, marriage, etc. You know, Page of Wands, I mean, there could be a child in the mix as well. King and Queen of Wands, though, very strong, maybe attraction. There's some kind of communication issues here to do with really committing to the situation. For some of you, there's hurt feelings because High Priestess in the reverse, something came to light where it was hidden. Seven of Swords can be avoiding or not upfront, and then High Priestess in the reverse is like something coming to light. So Cancer, look, I know that that's like not going to be for everyone and not like a positive reading, but also it's the way that you perceive it. First of all, communication. If you feel this is going round and round and not changing, you have the power, no one to change but self. So make a decision. You're the writer of the script and the story and the main character in every single reality. You are that which you are. Who do you believe you are? And then what do you believe about said person that you want and all the characters in the show? Or don't pay attention to the characters in the show if you feel like they're a block. And then go from there. It's pretty simple. But we've got Pisces energy, Taurus energy, Scorpio energy. We've got lots of fire. Back and forth. Okay, so there is some kind of communication. What is going on? So what are their intentions, Cancer, then? Let's see. All right. We've got, yeah, self-indulgence. Guys, Nine of Cups in the reverse. Is it that they're intending to be self-indulgence, or there's a feeling of self-indulgence here and not really like committing to the situation? Are you just playing with me? I mean, this person wants love and wants a new start, but there's been disagreements around that. Okay, we do have like the soulmate card, all right, partnership. And then we've got codependent, obsession and restraint, possession and control, emotional block. Could be a feeling that someone is codependent on someone else, or there is this feeling also of stresses between the two of you, not feeling very recognized. You know, like there's a lot of passion, it seems, but not, you know, I mean, like emotional block. Like that's that King of Cups in the reverse, feeling like not really getting the love and the emotion. Healthy choices, love and life. So that is Ace of Cups, maybe, you know, in the World card, wanting to let go of all this stress and this tension, self-love and self-care, being happier, love call, expressing love, messages of love, thinking of you, informing you. That's that Eight of Wands and the Ace of Cups, guys. Grounding, stability and security, performance, growth and endurance. That's the Knight of Pentacles here. So it's like, and then stop the pattern. So there could just be this back and forth, round and round. Self-indulgence, challenges to self-worth, because it's like someone must feel like the other one is not really available or not really loving them. Maybe it ping-pongs back and forth, guys. So you only need to take control of your story and forget the version that has shown up the way that they've shown up before. Stability and performance, growth and endurance. Someone wants something stable. The other one might feel that they're not available to give what's stable. So why not just go and make it simple? Because yeah, there's money matters here as well. Someone's tied to someone else and there's issues there, or responsible, and feeling like, you know, there's this potential for grounding, growth, and endurance and performance, and there's soul connection, but it's like there's a pattern, okay? Separation. I would just go to the end. We're perfect. We have a perfect relationship. If you want it, we're madly in love. Sounds like it's something, if you feel like this is all complicated and there's all these conditions, you have no idea how quickly everything moves when you just stick to an end that exists now and persist in that and don't get logical about it. All the pieces move around. Love. Okay, unconditional love, self-love and wholeness, affection and attraction, selflessness. From self-indulgence to selflessness. So there's a wanting to balance sort of things, come unstuck, revival energy. The intention and the hope is for something stable and enduring. The Knight of Pentacles is this slow and steady energy. So if you want to cut short and stop with this round and round, love you, can't do it, love you, unsure, then just make your decision, Cancer, okay? And you can just take what I've said now, guys, seriously, and fuck it in a bucket and take your attention off, or take the parts that you like about your situation and rewrite the parts that you don't. Moment by moment, guys, you shift. It's only like if you persist and see this as fixed or a fortune tool and them as fixed and the circumstances, then it's just persisting. That's how it is. The 3D is just lagging behind where your focus has been. So this is just like a momentary check-in. It's not a fortune telling. Okay, guys, I hope that helped some of you. I mean, like, there is communication, love call, love, but, you know, and wanting to stop a pattern. But I've given you the tools if you want to like make something, you want to close a gap, okay? All right, Cancer, I hope that it was helpful for some of you and in essence guided some of you. You can check out my course, as I said, and I can really like help you to embody this and actually put it into practice and see the change, be the change. It's available to you now. I'm sending you guys love. Like I said, I will check in with you in 2 weeks' time.